Well, hey YouTube fam, it's the Southern Girl Shantae Lavette coming to you from my video vault. I'm showing you step by step how to paint your old worn out laminate countertops with the Giani system. Included in this video is my 1-year review how painting laminate countertops really held up after real life use. Part of my Reloaded series. Enjoy! So this is how Giani looks. It is granite paint for laminate countertops. It came in the kit. I have 2 rollers, 1 sponge brush. It came with a sponge, practice paper, written instructions, the primer, the mineral paint to make your countertop look like granite. You have A, B, and C, and then the final top coat. Now, in addition to this, I ordered the paintable sealant, but you can get this anywhere. I think it was about $4 with them, but I just went ahead and ordered it. And I also ordered their own countertop cleaner, which you can use mild soap and water. I read that later. And I ordered additional sponge. First, I'm going to go ahead and start removing any loose caulk. And I only have a couple of joints. I just have a little razor and a butter knife. You just want to kind of get all of that old caulk up and out of the way, because you're going to put some more sealant down so that the paint will adhere to it. Now you're going to get ready to wash the counters. I suggest SOS pads because it has the soap already on them. It's a mild steel pad. This area back here where I'm going to be putting my backsplash, I'm not taping it off because my backsplash is actually going to sit and everything is going to be covered. I want to make sure that I get a good crisp paint line. It won't be a backsplash on this side to hide anything. Just run a bead of the paintable caulk that I ordered. Get it in the crease up here too. But you do want to wipe up the excess. That looks pretty good. Now that I'm done with all of my preparation, I'm getting ready to roll the primer on. It takes 8 hours for this to dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it tonight. It says to shake it well. Just a tip for rollers. The roller that comes with this is the nap roller. Take a piece of tape, kind of wrap the tape around. It just helps to get any extra lint or little particles. With your sponge brush that's included in your kit, start at the back and work your way towards yourself. It'll eliminate you from getting paint all over yourself. Easy to go ahead and do that back part first. Putting the backsplash up, I did not take this portion off because you won't see it. So I'm just kind of pouncing it down close as possible. Because I notice when I rub it, it seems as if I'm kind of rubbing some of the paint off. So you just kind of want to give a little pounce to it. And just remember, a little bit of primer goes a long way. Thin coats and just try to overlap your wet line so you don't have streaking. I'm all done painting everything. Once I got to the other side, I did go back and re-roll over the countertops. You decide to do that because you see any spots. Make sure you have enough to complete all of your countertops before you go back and do a second coat. Keep your temperature at least 72 degrees. It's the next day. It's been over 8 hours. I let the countertops dry overnight, and I'm getting ready to start the process to make the countertops look like granite. I have some small brushes to do any type of veining, black onyx, and then the pearl mica. 3 styrofoam plates to pour the paint on. Per instructions, you should cut off a small piece, about 1 inch in diameter. That might be bigger than 1 inch, but just a little piece. And then another piece that's probably twice that size. Don't cut yourself. So I got a bigger piece. Make sure nothing is hanging. With my 2-inch cut piece of sponge, just like you applied the primer, you want to start towards the back. I did moisten my sponge and wring it out. An additional towel, so in case I just get too much paint on my sponge, I can just kind of blot it off a little bit. Pouncing randomly And if you just have a color that you want to just peek through, go ahead and lay that color down first. If you want it to be more dominant, you should put that one on last. Probably want to wear gloves. I didn't. It's hard for me to work in gloves. With my bigger sponge, I'm just going to pounce it on. You need to add more paint. You can always add more paint. Once you're done, you need 4 hours to allow this to dry. It's been 4 hours and my countertops are dry. I'm really liking the finish. I only used 2 colors because of this backsplash. Going to lightly sand with a 600 grit paper to get up any of the bumps. Very lightly, not to scrub too hard, just trying to find any areas that might have any little peak. Go ahead and start on my bar top first, then roll the rest out. Four hours of drying time on my first coat of the top coat. It's an hour into my second application of the top coat. You want to go ahead and score your tape so that you don't pull any of the finish off, but you want to do this before the application gets all the way dry. I'm going to repaint the walls, stayed on, and I'll do a pan of the finished kitchen. Well, I am really pleased at the Giani system paint for laminate countertops. For the investment, I think it has really changed the look of our kitchen without having to replace our countertops. You still have to be careful with them. You shouldn't cut on them because it's painted. You should not put anything hot on them or leave any type of standing water on them. It does take 14 days for the countertops to cure for the complete hardness, but if you can do that, I think ultimately you'll be pleased with how your countertops turn out. This has been a much requested video. I am finally reviewing the Giani paint for countertop system. It's been over a year since I painted my countertops, and I wanted to share how they've held up, any issues that I've had, and how I solved them. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give a rating of this product, Southern Style. One of the first things that I want to share is about standing water. I left a pot here on the counter with water underneath so I can show you what happens if you leave standing water on your counter. It leaves a water ring. It would do it with anything that has water underneath. It could be a cup, a bowl, pots. So you just want to be aware of this. They do tell you this in the brochure and the information online. This countertop does not get a tremendous amount of use. What I noticed is any area that was raised that I didn't sand down good because of any type of friction, the finish has come off. And I have 2 spots on this side. And that's the other one. Sit up here and we eat, and so far this finish has been good. It does get some friction. I haven't had any problems out of the bar top area. This countertop does not get a tremendous amount of use. I did notice that I had one nick right here, and I'm going to be repairing that. And I don't know if it's because the water might be dripping down and I'm constantly wiping here, or maybe I didn't get the clear coat on there as well, but I'm going to have to touch these areas up. Another issue that happened was, for some reason my sink got loose and it moved, and I tried to reposition it. It scraped the paint off. So I can't really blame that on the Giani system, but I'm going to have to touch all of this up. I did re-glue our sink down. I had not had this problem right along the sink line until, I moved it and tried to reposition it, but these areas did happen here. On the other side of the kitchen, same deal on this countertop. I mean, it gets a little use, not a lot. I'm putting stuff up and it's nothing to touch. But now let me show you. This is my most used countertop. This is the one that gets all the abuse. Everything happened, you can tell by how it's looking. I put a cutting board here to help. This area right here ended up somebody took a hot pot off and it's kind of rough right here. So I guess it kind of cooked the paint. The other area, which is right here. Now I don't know if you all have teenagers. I have a teenage son. He probably had his headphones on when I was telling him not to cut on these countertops. So he heard me, but he definitely was not listening. I have a cutting board here. My son decided that he would cut an apple or 2 or 3 or 4 over on the countertops. And I would think after the first cut he would have noticed, but he did not. Here's a cut here, here's a cut here, and they explicitly tell you do not cut on these countertops because they are painted. And let me show you how I'm going to fix the counter. Give your countertops a good thorough wipe down. Let's go ahead and dry it up really good. I have the roll-on primer, so I want to just shake it up. But I'm just going to use what came off the top. Take a little bit of the primer, little areas that have been affected. And you don't need a lot of the primer. And once I get done priming up all of the spots, I'm going to actually let this sit overnight. Come back in tomorrow and actually do the paint. And after it dries, then I'm going to re-roll the countertops. So guys, it's the second day. I'm using the black onyx and the pearl mica. Shake them up good. But I am just going to tap out where I reapplied the primer. These spots show up pretty well. You know, the primer, you can definitely tell the difference between the primer because it's flat. Just kind of doing it kind of random. I'm going to let this dry for about 4 hours, and then I'm going to come back and re-roll the entire counter back, and then they can dry together. Now that my paint has had a chance to dry, I'm now going to go back in and do the third step, which is the roll-on clear coat. I want to shake the can up. I have a foam brush that I'm going to use back here to get into the cracks. The same way that we started, the key is try not to back roll. That's it. I did my full rollout. I'm going to let this dry for 12 hours. Here we are at day 3. This is the one that I would say is my second high traffic area. And I had a couple little spots here. This is where I also left the pot on the counter. You can't just touch up a spot with the clear coat. You can touch up a mistake with the primer as well as the paint, but you have to literally re-roll your entire area out so that the finish will be smooth. I went back in and I re-rolled out the bar top. This area along my sink where I was experiencing the chipping, I touched it up. I did 2 coats on this part. I started right here at this corner. I let the first coat dry for 4 hours, and then I came back and I did another coat, and I actually stopped it about right here. It's kind of hard to tell, but that's where I stopped it. This countertop to the left, it only had 1 nick, but I decided to go ahead and roll this one out as well, just so that they all would be the same. To the left of my stove, I just didn't want to do one countertop and have it be very shiny and the rest didn't look the same. And this is the countertop that got burned and that my son chopped on. I rolled out the first coat, I waited 4 hours, and then I came back and I rolled out the second coat, and then I let them all dry overnight. Let me show you up close my repair job. So as far as blending, I think I did pretty well to keep it blended into what I already did. It's very shiny again. I forgot how really pretty the shine is. Right here is still a little divot, but it's really hard to see. The cut is literally gone, but you know, it's hard to catch paint up sometimes, but it is covered. This area over here where it actually got burned, I can still feel some of the roughness. I didn't want to sand it back down because it would have probably made it a bigger issue, so I just touched it up with the paint. I rolled it out twice. I'm going to put a hot plate or something to catch the pot. For my review. Pros of this product. It's inexpensive. I did order 2 kits. That's why I'm able to roll back over my countertops again, because I actually used the clear coat out of the second kit. You can buy an additional can of the clear coat. Pro, you do it yourself. You save money in the labor. Another pro is you don't have to go through the hassle of having your countertops ripped out under construction and your kitchen be a total mess. It is going to be out of order. After 1 day, you can go ahead and use your countertops. After 3 days, you can put your small appliances back onto your countertops. And after 14 days, your countertops should be cured. The product is at its maximum hardness. Another pro is If you're not ready or you're unsure about what you want to change your countertops out to, this product will buy you a little time. Another pro, it will definitely transform your kitchen. And by painting the countertops, definitely brought my kitchen to the level that I feel that it could be for minimal cost. Cons, your kitchen will be under construction for a few days. You have to allow enough time for the primer as well as the paint to dry before you can add your clear coat. Once you add your clear coat, you also have to allow for enough drying time before you can officially use your counters, because if you do it too soon, you'll get a nick and you basically have to start over. The other con is, and they tell you this, that you cannot put anything hot coming off the stove on the countertops because the counters are painted. Another con, if you leave something wet, you'll get those water rings. Now, while they do disappear, you just have to make sure that you keep all standing water up off of your countertops. And the last con basically is the durability. Guys, you cannot cut on these countertops because they are painted. My rating, I'm going to give the countertops overall will be a B. I hope that this video helped out in your decision about using this particular product. If you like this video, just remember to give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments about any of the steps, please leave them down below. I will have the information about this product in the description box. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my YouTube family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're already a subscriber, well, you know how I feel about you. And until the next video.